Yes, to one and let the other one ride. There's so many changes and tears you must hide. Did you ever have to finally decide? Sometimes there's one with big blue eyes, cute as a bunny, with a hand out of here and plenty of money. And just when you think she's that one in the world, your heart gets stolen by some mouthy little girl, and you know you better finally decide and say yes to one and let the other one ride. It's not often easy and not often kind. Did you ever have to make up your mind? Sometimes you really take a girl the moment you kiss her, and then you get distracted by her older sister. When you walk your father and takes you in line, he says you better go home, son, and make up your mind. And you better finally decide and say yes to one and let the other one ride. It's not always easy, it's not always kind. Did you ever have to make up your mind? So, you know, we all have ups and downs in our careers. It's part of life if you're a musician. I was at a point when my record company was kind of saying, you know, John, if you wanted to go and be a smaller frog in a smaller pond, that'd be okay with us. Oh, really? That's kind of how it is. So, within a few more weeks, I was out of the record company's business. But a friend of mine, my manager, called me up and said, you got to go and talk to this guy. He's trying to put together some kind of a television show. And I don't know, they say they're looking for New York guys to do this. Thing was, I had no idea what they really wanted me to do. But I went down to the Burbank, one of these television stations in Burbank. They start showing me parts of this and little sort of unformed little bits. But you can tell, you know, this guy Travolta, he sort of has something going. and that was not the only guy. All those guys, it was a terrific group of people. It really was great. Yeah, please, give me a hand. Yeah. Come on. That's
Rub your
right.
nose with a rubber hose.
That's
They didn't mind that, by the way.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
No, and as a matter of fact, neither did I, because I was a sweat hog. I was one of those kids who the teachers would say, we find John to be an intelligent boy, but. So anyway, I stole a piece of the Big Bob Lewis Show theme song, which went, the Big Bob Lewis Show. I said, that's a song, okay. Woo! Welcome back. Your dream seems with your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about, where the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who thought they'd lead you back here where we need you?
Here where we need you.
Yeah, we tease him a lot 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Everybody with the camera sing. Welcome back. Welcome back. Come on now, you gotta sing. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. We always could spot a friend. Welcome back. And I smile when I think how you must have been. And I know what a scene you were burning in. Was there something that made you come back again? What could ever lead you?
What could ever lead you?
Back here where we need
Back
you.
here where we need you.
Yeah, we tease him a lot 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, we tease him a lot. Welcome back. 'Cause we got him on the spot.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, we tease him a lot 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. 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 The thing about these sets, they always go somewhere where I don't expect. Or no. That's also very possible.
The power of surprise. Anyway. Yes, play harp or guitar, whatever you feel like. I went back up the country, baby, just to see for myself. Yeah. I went back up the country, baby, just to see for myself. Everything was torn down, replaced with something else, you know it. You know they drain the river where the water tastes like wine. Drain the river where the water tastes like wine. Man, they got a Starbucks there now. Man, I just can't keep from crying. You know they pay paradise, just like Joni said. Pay paradise, just like Joni said. Joni
say they do that. They got a mausoleum there now. Then they're stacking up all the dead.
Been in a lot of bands. Spoonful, of course, was sort of the point of departure. But then I met a guy named Fritz Richmond. One of the things he did was say, "Well, what's your band name?" And we say, "Well, we don't have that yet." And he said, "Well, what do you guys sound like?" And I think so. I sort of, in one, said, "Well, we wanted to sound kind of like Mississippi John Hurt and Chuck Berry all mashed up together." Without a pause, Fritz said, "Why don't you call it the Loving Spoonful?" Which, of course, was one of John's tunes. I love my baby by the Loving Spoonful.
Or the Coffee Blues. And that wasn't coffee.
That's right.
And that wasn't coffee, was it?
That wasn't coffee, but he would always pitch it as coffee. See, there was always a coffee cup on the side of his chair. Every now and then he'd reach for it, take a little sip, and he'd say, "I always have my cup of Maxwell's House coffee because it's good to the very last drop." That's right. You folks can have 3 or 4 cups of that other coffee, and they ain't half as good as my Maxwell's House. Well, of course, what we didn't realize was that he would
Spike it. It wasn't even spike, it was pure gin in that thing. Yeah, scotch. Oh, sorry, scotch. Just like Gleason with his coffee cup. But Jackie wouldn't say, I love my people. He'd go, wow! Remember? Jackie Gleason, he used to drink a cup of coffee and just go, wow! You're not as old as me if you don't remember that. Hey, I got a call from you many years ago. We had a jug band called the J Band because it was John Fritz Richmond, right?
Yeah, who was also a John.
John Sebastian, James Wormworth, and James Vivino. So we were
That's right.
the J Band.
It became the J Band.
Of course, everybody thought it was for another reason. It was that too. But mainly, when we went to airports, we weren't called the J Band. We were called whatever we were called. But, well, I got a call from John in the J Band period of our life. And a typical call from John is, hey, Jimmy, guess who's alive? And after that,
That's right. I did say.
I come around to guessing about 3 or 4 people wrong. He says Yank Rachell. Yank Rachell, the great mandolin player from Chicago, from Mississippi. Wow. He was part of the 3 J's.
That's right.
Yeah, part of the John Estes band. And so John and I and Fritz Richmond and James Wormworth got on a flight to Indianapolis where he lived. And we were going to go and record with him in this old recording studio, like it was a Masonic temple turned into a recording studio. And also the Stacey Adams Shoe Company was there, the factory.
That's right. And if you ever wanted jug band ass looking shoes, that was where you found
them. Just like Robert Johnson's high buttons, and those other blues shoes, man, that would kill your feet. I mean, kill you. You could have the blues just putting those on. So we go and Yank's gonna come and record with us. We're gonna meet Yank Rachell, and John and I are looking out the window, and like 3 limos pull up, three black Cadillacs. Out of the first Cadillac limo comes a parade of church women with pillbox hats and trays of food. And they carry this stuff upstairs to where we're going to record. And then at the top of these stairs, with like 5 flights of stairs, there's a giant throne, like a big throne. It was probably where the Grand Poobah would sit or something.
That's right.
And then 3 security guys come up and grab that chair and bring it downstairs. And they open up the 3rd Cadillac, and out comes Yank Rachell, and they stick him in that chair.
But you gotta take it a little slower because Yank took a long time
to get out of the car.
That car.
That's when you and I were looking out the window, and John says, "We can still run out the back door."
This was scarier than me.
They come to get him out of there, right? They get him out of there, put him in that chair, and carry him upstairs, and then we encountered him live, and the story goes on. Where we would ask him questions, and he was kind of cantankerous at first.
Yeah. And the thing was, every now and then he'd say something like, me and Hammy was down in Vivino, and when he would start a story like that, everything would stop, and we'd just sit there, yes, and then what happened, Yank?
And you know what he said? Hammy and he used to say I and Hammy, we went out making believe we was Muddy Waters and Little Walter. Because nobody knew what anybody looked like in those days. I said, what happened then? Wow, I'm like a little kid. What happened, Mr. Rachell? He said, we made a pile of bread. and then he nicknamed us all.
That's right. I think I became John the Baptist.
Yes. And I became New York Man. So he had nicknames for all as we were in this gang.
Yeah.
And we're going to do something that he played on he used to do with Mississippi, actually with John Estes, Sleepy John Estes.
That's right. John Estes started every song, now.